Alright, you are back with comedian Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So it's Saturday. I can't even. Who gives a fuck that it's Saturday when you're working Sunday? I'm really fucking trying to work out what the fuck I'm doing working. Like, conceptually, it makes no fucking sense. Noam Chomsky is like, wage labor is akin to slavery. He says it all the time. He's like, in Abraham Lincoln days, I think Big Abe even said that. He said the only difference between wage labor and slavery is with wage labor, you can leave. You're free to leave. But are you really? Are you really free to leave? I was speaking to some cunts out in Perth who bought houses working in the mines. You buy a house, you're on big cash, so you buy an expensive house, and then to pay it off, you got to stay in the fucking mines for 30 years. Suicidally in the mines. The golden handcuffs, and the house is the golden noose. But I'm trying to figure out what the fuck work is all about. Because selling your time for money just doesn't work. It's not fucking viable. So I agree with Chomsky on that. But you do have to do something. I think I'm pretty close to the end of this fucking rocky waterproofing road. It's just too much fucking time out of my life now. I got home from work today. I'm so exhausted I can't do anything on Saturday. And then I fucking wake up tomorrow and go to work and do it all again. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I know I could have taken Sunday off, but it's still 6 days a week, every week. And I know I just had 2 months off, but those 2 months off made more fucking sense than the last 6 days. I can tell you that right now. And you do feel like a slave. All your waking hours are dedicated to work. That's what Chomsky says. He's like, when you get a job, you are thrusting yourself into autocratic servitude to your boss. You are giving them your time and being ruled over by a dictator. And it's not far from that. It really fucking isn't. And I always remember what my first crane boss, Youngie, told me. We were in the car together driving over to the side. He was smoking a dart. I was in the passenger seat. And he's like, how are you liking the work? And I'm like, I'm loving it. I was lying, but I said, fucking loving it. Loving it, Shags. And he's like, yeah, it's good work. You got to work hard, though. It's just one of those things. I'm like, I'm up for all the work you can fucking give me. He's like, that's the fucking way, mate. That's what you do. You work as hard as you can. I'm like, yeah, I'm down for it. He's like, I'll tell you a little something, mate. You work 5 days a week, you're going to stay poor. You work 6 days a week for a fucking okay life. But if you want to get ahead, you work Sundays. You do the 7 days, mate. And that always stuck with me. And now Youngie's dead. Youngie had a brain tumor and died a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. He was 47 or maybe he was 49 or something. So he's dead. So I don't know if I need to be doing 7 days. I don't know if I need to be getting ahead, getting closer to fucking death. Because that's what it feels like. I feel like your life energy gets sucked so far out of you that you just become a husk and you're just waiting to die. Have you ever heard anyone who fucking despises work more than I do? I highly doubt it. I can't imagine there's anyone who hates work more than I hate work. And it's not even that this work's that bad. It's just work in general. I just hate work in general. I just don't feel like selling my time. I would rather just fucking shit it away. I would rather just do nothing with it. And it makes no sense to work anymore anyway, unless you want to go on like holidays, I suppose, or move away or whatever. Pay rent, eat. Because buying a house is out of the question. Especially in Sydney. That's like fucking $1 million, let's say minimum $1 million in Sydney $200,000 fucking deposit, even if it's not, even if it's fucking 10% deposit, $100,000, you got to get the hungy together. And it's just like, yeah, I'd rather not, to be fair. I think I'm approaching the point very rapidly where I've seen the work life again enough to know that I'm not going to do it. And I have to appreciate comedy and all things associated with that. Because that gives me, even though at the moment it's not as good of money as I'm earning doing this bullshit, but the trade-off is I get more time with the family and I'm not absolutely fucking exhausted every single hour of every single day, and I don't feel like a fucking slave. Yeah, I feel like a dancing monkey, gypsy cunt, but fucking whatever. Apparently this wage labor thing's only like 150 years old or something. I think you used to just sell what you produced, and I think it was the Industrial Revolution where people began getting jobs. To be fair, I think there was a lot of slavery in there as well. I think I think people used to sell what they produced, or they were just kidnapped and made to do the work. But there's a difference between getting kidnapped and forced into slavery than willingly walking into it yourself. Can we start this fucking goddamn revolution already? I am fucking ready. Let's rock and roll. Anyway, fucking, I got work tomorrow. So, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you the fuck later.